On today's video, it's muzzleloader season here in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and my wife and I are still trying to fill our tags. Hey there, outdoor YouTubers. Well, rifle season is over and we've buttoned up the camp for the winter, but here in Michigan we still have a late muzzleloader season. And I'll be doing some hunting by my house. My wife Marie has been hunting by the house during the regular rifle season and she didn't see any bucks. But we've gotten a decent amount of snow since then. And here in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, the snow and cold can really change the deer patterns up. It can get them moving into different areas. It can even get them migrating around. So we're hopeful that things have changed a little bit here by the house with this snow and cold. And sure enough, just days before the muzzleloader season started, we started to see some new bucks on the game cameras. Now, all these buck pictures were at night, and you guys know this, right? Nighttime pictures of bucks, they're a dime a dozen, right? Everybody's got nighttime pictures of bucks. But just knowing these bucks were out there had me excited to sit with the muzzleloader. There was definitely a lot more deer activity with the snow and cold. I was seeing lots of does and fawns, and even some small bucks. Now I just needed one of those nicer bucks to slip up and come into my area during the daylight. It seemed like this buck was going to keep coming closer and closer and come right into my bait pile. But then it turned toward this doe, and it really looked like it was maybe just going to walk away. Well, I wasn't interested in finding out what it was going to do next, so it gave me a quick broadside look, so I took a quick shot. And as you can see, that buck took off like nothing had touched it. And I know a lot of you guys have experienced this, but when a deer takes off like that, after you shot at it, you really start to question whether you messed up or not. So I definitely wanted to give it some time, so I went back to the house, got my son Nick, got the side-by-side, and then we went back out to look for the deer. Now, as soon as we got to the spot where the buck was standing when I shot at it, we had blood right away. And with that snow on the ground, tracking a blood trail is very easy. Basically, at that point, we were able to just follow that blood right up until we came to a dead deer. In fact, that deer was only 10 or 15 yards past the spot where you couldn't see it anymore in the video. And even though I was kind of nervous the way that deer took off running, it turned out it was just a perfect shot. We drugged the deer out just far enough till we could get the side-by-side up to it. And you know that power pack that I was using to power the camera up with in the deer blind? Well, we were able to utilize that again that night. This time, we were using it to power up a clamp-on light. I just took this clamp-on light, clamped it to the tailgate of the side-by-side, and that gave us plenty of good lighting for filming and field dressing. I'm filling out this tag, I don't know. It asks if it's a male or a female. I'm not really sure that you're supposed to do that. Is that funny? I didn't see a single buck during the rifle season. I did get that 6-pointer with my crossbow back in October. And then here in Michigan, that leaves me with just the one tag left, and I have to shoot a deer with 4 points or better on one side. So this one really fit the bill. I was very excited to see this guy pop out. I haven't shot one with the muzzleloader in quite a few years. This is by far the nicest buck that I've gotten with the muzzleloader. Very happy to get this deer. So I am tagged out. That concludes my deer season. My son Nick concluded his back during the rifle season. He bought the single tag that you can get here in Michigan. It allows you to shoot a smaller buck, and he did get a 4-pointer with that, but then that did end his season, which he was fine with, you know. And anybody that's curious about how any of that went, I'll leave some links to our deer season, deer camp videos. You can see we got plenty of snow around. That definitely helps. I think that gets the deer up and moving, gets them coming to food sources. So yeah, awesome. Now we got a little work to do. All right, well, that went pretty good. You know, one of the nice things about having snow on the ground is if you do get a little blood on your hands, you've got all kinds of snow to wipe it off, so it's always helpful. Whew, I did actually get a little blood on my hands. Must have poked a little hole in those plastic gloves. Whew. Hey Nick, did I ever tell you that joke about that wino that was always stumbling around with a bottle of booze in his back pocket?
No.
And he slipped and fell on the ice right on his butt, right where he keeps that bottle of booze, and he reached back and he could feel all kinds of liquid back there, and he thought to himself, oh gosh, I hope that's blood.
like that one?
Nice.
Hey guys, are you going to be doing some deer hunting this fall? Well, if you are, be sure to stop by Camaro's Crawlers for all your deer hunting needs. Again this fall, Camaro's Crawlers will be carrying promiscuous doe deer urine. Promiscuous doe is the only deer urine taken from the most sexually active does, so you know it's good. But guys, be sure to check your local game laws, because the buck attracting scent in promiscuous doe works so good, it's illegal in 9 states. And guys, I know you're going to be sighting in your bows and sighting in your rifles. Well, my buddy Ronnie Camaro, the owner of Camaro's Crawlers, he's got you covered there too. Anyone that comes in the bait shop and spends over $100 will get a free Camaro's target. And these just aren't any old targets. These targets work for bows and rifles. Ronnie's girlfriend Jenny has been down at the shop making these targets up herself. So they're kind of like collector's items. Like this one has some of Jenny's artwork on it. And this one has like some helpful hints for when you're sighting in. These targets normally sell for $10 a piece, but like I said earlier, you come into the shop, spend over $100, you're getting one for free. Now, quantities of these targets are limited, so you might want to call ahead, ask for Jenny, and make sure some are available. The number is 555-867-5309, and ask for Jenny. And one thing I really appreciate about these Camaro's targets is that Jenny makes all the bullseyes in red. That makes it a lot easier to sight in. So again, call ahead, 555-867-5309, and ask for Jenny. Well, my wife Marie was pretty excited I got that buck. And I told her, it's pretty obvious, but there's a lot more deer activity now with this snow and cold, and she was more than excited to go sit herself with the muzzleloader.
Good trail.
Yep.
And sure enough, a couple days later, we're out tracking another deer. And there's a pretty cool story that goes along with this deer, and we'll talk about that a little bit more toward the end of the video. Wow. Wow.
Wow. What a nice deer. Good job.
Thank you.
And then as you're doing that, I might talk to you a little bit.
If you want to check out my wife field dressing this deer, I have the full uncut video at our Patreon page. I'll leave a link in the description of this video if you want to check that out. So that All Powers Power Pack gave both me and my wife great lighting for filming and field dressing, and we were both able to sit out in that cold weather in a nice toasty warm blind by using our Clam portable propane heater. So if you guys are interested in either one of these devices, I'll also leave some links for those too.
30 years ago or whatever was awfully nice too, but this is definitely your nicest buck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Very cool.
It is. All right.
There you go. Looks like you got her.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we just got out of the woods.
That was fun. That was so exciting.
So, couple firsts. So, couple firsts. You got your first deer with a muzzleloader. It's your nicest buck, okay? And I got mine just like 2 days ago, so we haven't even cut it up. So we got 2 8-pointers hanging in the garage that we're gonna have to get cut up. So that was pretty exciting. And then, yeah, you were texting me from the blind. You had been seeing does, right? And then what did you see?
Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, because my gut pile was probably 80 yards from the blind, and the fox was milling around in it, huh?
Well, it came into the corn at first.
It did, eh?
Yeah, it came into the corn. It nosed around the corn.
Yeah, it's probably looking for squirrels, or do you think it was eating corn?
You know, there wasn't much there.
Yeah.
I was almost like, why don't you come back, put some more corn on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fox is milling around in the corn, maybe looking for squirrels or mice, I don't know. But then you said it went over to the gut pile too, hey?
Yeah, it disappeared for a while.
Okay.
That next time that I texted you, that was the time it took for it to be over there.
Yeah.
The does did not like it.
No.
They took off. They were blowing. I didn't think they'd be afraid of a fox.
Well, I mean, it's just something different, you know. So yeah, so you had all these does blowing. You texted me that fox was there, making all the does scared, scaring them away. And then I bet it was after you texted me that, I heard you shoot like a minute later. I thought you shot the fox. I texted her back, and I was like, what's up? You know, you're talking about all these does being scared off and the fox milling around. I thought, I don't know, did she shoot the fox? And then, yeah, you texted me, buck, pretty nice one. And then you let me know that you had a little buck fever, hey, you thought?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was confident. That you had a good shot. But it wasn't no problem getting the gun up, eh?
No.
Opening the window, getting the gun
I
up.
opened the I had the window shut. I had just turned the heater off.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
So I hear a shot. I text you, and you're like, "It's a buck. Pretty nice one." I was kind of nervous. I don't know, because it ran, right? It took off. I mean, so did mine. It bolted like crazy. And I don't know, yours didn't even go as far as mine did. Yours probably went, I don't know, 50, 60 yards maybe. I guess that's about the same distance mine did.
I was expecting that little 6-pointer or spike. So when
Yeah.
it came in, I was like, whoa. I wasn't even like the excited way that you are when you first hunt and you think a big one might come in.
Yeah.
I had the lowest of expectations.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know if I had seen that buck that you shot on camera, but maybe I confused it with the one I shot. You know, because sometimes those black and white night pictures, deer moving, they're a little blurry. Some of them, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might have got a couple of them mixed up, maybe.
Yeah.
Thinking back, looking at the racks now,
He didn't scrape very well.
I think I did. Yeah, he's got bumps around his base. Eh,
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Yeah, looking back, I think maybe I did see yours on camera now, but I probably I thought it was the one that I wound up shooting. But anyways, that is super awesome. And then right after you shot it, hey, you got a phone call
From my brother.
I don't know. Did you shut your ringer off?
No, but it was really low. So it rang, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I said,
Yeah.
"I just shot a deer." Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, "Don't be sorry."
Oh my goodness.
I love when my brother calls me.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's absolutely insane.
yeah.
Well, that is super awesome. Man, we've been blessed this deer season. Nick got that 4-pointer. I got a 6-pointer back during the archery season. We're going to have 4 deer in the freezer. That is super awesome. And man, and a couple nice ones too. Wow. I'm pretty excited. You know, I haven't tagged out with that Michigan's combo tag in probably 10 years, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, so it's been a few years since you got one. And the other little nicer buck that you've gotten, in fact, It's actually right here.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know I had it right here?
No, I didn't know. You grabbed it out of the house.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the buck. I don't know if you want to hold it. But yeah, that's your other pretty nice buck, and you shot that like, it was before we were married.
Yeah.
You shot that one.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
probably
so
like
it's-
20.
Yeah, so it's, yeah, that's about right, because
Mm-hmm.
that was, yeah, I was going to say, it was before we were married. We were dating, so it was like 33 years ago or something like that. You
Yeah.
shot that one. So the 8-pointer you got tonight, definitely your nicest buck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because in between you shot a couple of, like a 3 or a spike or something in between. Hey, you've gotten a few bucks.
Well, yeah, and that last deer that stood up and ran,
Yeah, that
that
was like
a nicer.
yeah, it was a little bit big. It was a 3-pointer, but it was a little taller.
Yeah.
And,
It was
yeah,
pretty nice.
yeah.
And
But definitely that 8-pointer takes the cake that you got tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
think it's my 7th.
7th buck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
I remember gutting one myself one time when you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember Taylor being here and helping me with another one.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, because you've gotten a few when I've been at the camp. You've
Mm-hmm.
gotten a few deer, yeah. And I think you've gotten a couple when I've been around to assist you. But, oh, yeah, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. 2 8s like that. That's incredible.
yeah.
Especially, like I say, there was nothing happening through rifle seasons, here at the
Yeah.
house, but
Yeah.
yeah, fantastic.
That is great.
All right. Very good.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll hang this back up so nothing chews on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to put it on like a plaque or something.
Eat shark. Very good.
So guys, if you're interested in more videos about getting out and enjoying the great outdoors of Michigan's Upper Peninsula, be sure to check out the entire channel. And if you enjoy what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. And for bonus content, be sure to check out our Patreon page. A link to this page can be found in the description of this video. And also, guys, remember to hunt, fish, laugh, repeat. Thanks for watching, and God bless.